Hello, my beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here looking at your 2017 forecast. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching and who has subscribed and shared this video. I am so grateful to all of you. So much love and joy to everyone who's watching and everyone who keeps coming back. It's so great to get to know all of you, and thank you. Thank you. Full of gratitude. Also, all of my readings resonate with your sun, moon, or rising sign. So make sure to go to the to the website that I have linked below to look at your natal chart. And then you can look where your sun, your moon, or your rising sign is. And also, you know what? Sometimes I resonate with different signs because we all have all 12 signs in our natal chart. And some months I feel more Scorpio and some months I feel more Aquarius. And if I feel that in my heart, then I go and I listen to it because a lot of times those resonate with me in a way that I hadn't anticipated. So, don't always be so narrow that you have to just listen to your sun sign. A lot of times my rising sign resonates first and foremost. So stay open to your heart, and it will guide you. The deck I am using for this yearly forecast is the Prisma Visions deck, created by James Eads. He's amazing. The art on this is incredible and deep and lush and passionate and just, I love it. I love it. So I have linked his website below so you can go look at his site and get a deck of your own. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I'm also offering yearly readings for 2017. You can go to my website, email me, and we can set up a time to link up, or I can create a video for you and send it to you. And it's really reasonably priced, and I love being able to do readings for you. It's one of my many, many joys. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I do daily inspiration card pulls every day just to give you something to think about throughout the day. And always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, answers, feel free to email me, or you can just leave a comment below. Always know that I will respond to every single comment that you leave, the good, the bad, the ugly. We all have all sides to us, and I recognize all of them. So thank you again. So much love, joy, and blessings. Remember, listen to your heart, and your body will follow. Hello, Pisces. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're looking at 2017, the energy surrounding you for the entire year. We're going to go month to month. All right, Pisces, calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. What are the messages? What guidance do you have for my Pisces? What messages? 2017, guidance, energy of 2017 for Pisces. Okay. We picked one extra. It just felt right. Okay, so the energy that is coming in from 2016 is the Knight of Swords. How interesting. This keeps popping up for different signs. So this is very linked. I mean, this is fighting the good fight, doing things that you don't necessarily want to, but having to do. I mean, as you can see, the Knight of Swords is sticking a knife through an evil goose's beak, and while looking into the mouth, there's all of these sword-like teeth that are about to gobble his head up, but he stops this vicious attack by being quick, by being fearless, you know. So this is kind of like saying that in 2016, Pisces, you may have had to, muster up these energies. You had to find that fearless warrior-like stance, and even though it was uncomfortable for you, you still had to do it. So then we have the Five of Chalices. Okay, Six of Swords, Temperance, Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, Justice, Judgment, Three of Chalices, Four of Chalices, Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, Ten of Chalices, and then the Empress. And then our extra card is the Moon. And this would go, I would clarify the Knight of Wands. So that's where we're going to put it. And this is, so this goes January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And it kind of flows in and out of months, you know. So it might be 1 month, it might be a month and a half, and it might only be 3 weeks. So it's very loose. Time is can go in and out. All right, so in the center of the reading, we have the Five of Chalices. So 2017, you could have a loss, you could lose something, and it could be a major focus for you. But just know that the future holds more. The future holds even more than you had anticipated. And though this loss you will mourn, and it could be the loss of a person, and I'm not saying that somebody could pass away. I mean, it could happen, but it could just be that, like, a friendship is no longer as close as it used to be, or you lose a job, or you lose, a comfort that you have counted on for so long. But there's other things out there, and that's why you have to lose this thing, is because you were clutching it just too tightly and it wasn't serving your greater good anymore. And as much as it hurts to let go of, this is a turning point for you. It's asking you to move on and take this fearless energy from 2016 and slice and dice and keep going. Okay, so January is a beginning. It's not a beginning, but it's a new journey. It's crossing a bridge. It's understanding that you've learned a lot of wonderful things, and now you have to move on and learn even more. And it can be really terrifying. It can be scary, confusing, cold, very, very uncomfortable and challenging. But it's just like this much of your journey, like that much. And then the rest of the journey is going to really open up new adventures, a new life for you. But you have to get through this. You have to get through this little bit to get to the other side. So just take it step by step. And swords are mental. Swords are scientific. They are very clear, concise. And so it can feel, when this happens, you might feel a disconnect with your heart, a disconnect with your spirit. Take your spirit with you. Remember, don't leave it over on the other side, over here. Make sure that you keep crossing forward. Did I go forward or did I go backwards? So make sure you keep crossing forward, bringing everything with you. And then once you get there, once you cross that bridge, find your balance. All right? Because as soon as you find your balance, things are going to really expand. Temperance is also a pretty lucky card. It's ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is expansion. And so this is a lesson that you need to learn this year. Spirit is telling me to talk to you a little bit about the astrology of Sagittarius right now, because Saturn is in Sagittarius. So it's Saturn is about boundaries and what boundaries you have up. And Temperance is asking you to find that balance, because you might be going a little bit too much into the fog, into the haze, and losing your own self boundaries that could keep you safe. And I feel like this is definitely in relationship to others, and most very much so with friends. Okay, so friends are asking you for help. Friends are coming to you saying, "Oh, Pisces, please help me out. You're so wonderful in it. You're so caring." And you want to, and you love it, but you're getting exhausted from it, and you're not taking care of yourself. So you need to put up boundaries and say, "You know what? I would love to help you, but right now I can't give it to you. I don't have anything to give you." And if they say, "Well, that's really rude and that's really mean," it's not yours to take. But take care of yourself with friends, especially in February, because I feel like people are going to be trying to pull you in different directions, and you're going to want to help them all out. But the truth is, absolutely help out a few people, but you don't have to save everyone, and you can't save everyone. But what you can do is make sure that you yourself are in a good space. In March, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is also about balance, but this is about more of a financial, earthly balance. Temperance is like your entire life balance. If you making sure that you have your mind, body, soul completely in balance, finances in balance, mind is making sense, your heart is not getting too emotional. But the Two of Pentacles in March is more about make sure that you are, you're saving. You might be wanting to spend more money, and so this is saying, okay, make sure that you are looking at it in a very honest, with an honest eye, and don't try to, pad the situation. Call it what it is. So if you don't have enough money to spend to do something, don't do it. Okay? So if you're like, "Oh, if I just go out to dinner this one time, even though I don't have a ton of money, it'll work out." No, just don't do it. Okay? Get yourself back in equilibrium. Two of Pentacles is saying, "Hey, something is a little out of helter skelter, and you need to bring it back into equilibrium." Okay, so April, we have the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about your spiritual journey, about finding light in the darkness, knowing where you're going to go, even though you can't necessarily see the way. So it's finding that inner light and trusting it, having faith in yourself, having faith that you are part of spirit, that you are part of universe, and you are being guided by spirit, by the universe, that you are part of the collective, that your energy is radiating out to everyone else. And it's so interesting because a lot of people, a lot of signs have gotten this card, and I feel like 2017 on the whole is about like spiritual expansion, of taking all of those practices you've been doing, if you've been doing yoga or meditating, or like Spirit was saying, underwater basket weaving. I'm like, no, that's not it. But, like weaving, doing a craft so that you're focusing and you're making something, because crafts are magic. You put a little bit of yourself into things that you make, and it's magic. So the Hermit is asking you to cultivate that, make that really, really strong, to put it into your arsenal, put it into your toolbox for later. So that you are very clear about who you are. So when you make decisions, it's coming from from a soul level place instead of from an ego place. May, we have Justice. And with this card, Justice can definitely deal with legalities. It can deal with contracts, papers, lawsuits, things like that. But also with this card, it acts as a warning in this deck in a way. It's if you're not paying attention to everything around you, it could be too late for you to take care of the situation, because with this card you see the snake. The snake is about to bite the hand as the hand just chopped the snake in half. So it's like, you're still getting bitten, but you probably won't get bitten again. But try to pay attention, because it's like you have all this time before the snake actually gets to your hand that you weren't paying attention. So that is, devil's in the details. Pay attention to those details. Make sure everything is clear. Make sure that you understand everything you read, everything you do, and if you don't, ask questions and find people who do know the answers. This is to also get your life in balance. Like these these 3 months, March through, March, April, May, are all about getting everything in balance, getting your life in balance, getting everything in check. June, we have judgment. So this is, opening a door to the unknown. Once again, judgment can be a really deep, it's a very, very deep card, judgment is. Because it is and once again, it's kind of like the Hermit, except a little bit more, even more so. It's really going into the deep darkness. It's going into the unknown. Like, you just don't know, even though it's shining in a very, very bright way. It's like this vortex, You're going into that, and you have to come out smelling like roses, and you will. But it's going to be intense. But also, with judgment, there is this almost like sensual quality to judgment, because judgment is ruled by Pluto. And Pluto can go into that question, mysterious way, mysterious aspects of your life, and wants you to go there and learn from it and grow. So judgment is, like, it can be like a day of reckoning, and it's like a month of reckoning, heralding in a new energy, a new you, because you did the work. And that's what this is. 2017 is really about, is about you doing the work. And after all this deepness, I mean, deep, 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 you guys are working it like Pisces, man. The first half of the year, you are my spiritual warriors. What is that shirt? Spiritual gangsta. You finally get to celebrate. So in July, this is the Three of Chalices. This is going out with friends. This is having fun, enjoying life, enjoying the sun, enjoying the warmth, community, laughter, dancing away the nights. And you need this. You need this little respite. You need this breath of fresh air into your life to remind you of all the things that are worth living for. Because you've been going into yourself. You've been going so deep in yourself. I think you could run the risk of getting too wrapped up in that spiritual journey, in delving into the emotions, the heart, the soul. And so you need some lightheartedness. And this is July. July, you really need to go enjoy yourself. It's important. It's so important. And it's really interesting that the Four of Chalices shows up right next to it. Now I want to show you something that is really amazing about this deck. So we have the Three of Chalices, and then we have the Four of Chalices, and all of the suits match up into this long landscape of a story. So these two cards right next to each other, do you see how the man is looking at the three dancers? Like, kind of going, oh, I wish I was dancing. Aren't they so lucky? Look how beautiful they are. Why am I not there? So the Four of Chalices is, grass is greener on the other side. Even though he's sitting here in this beautiful space, in the sun, as the sun sets or rises, he's not enjoying what's right in front of him, this beautiful, cool water. He's looking over at somebody else's happiness and saying, why can't I have that? So you could be, in a way, looking back to July, going, gosh, I wish I was still in that happy, joyful space. Why can't I have that again? Well, you know, this is not your time. This is not your time to do that. You know, you have to acknowledge that, you know, even though you needed that, and you still need to continue that throughout the rest of your life. You should always have something joyful, someone to laugh with, a situation that you can go to that will lift your spirits. Life is joy, life is also challenges. And so this is what you have to come to grips with in August. September, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands in this deck is really being overtaken in a way, overtaken by Spirit says joy. The Knight is being overtaken by joy. So the Wand suit is fire. So that's Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And in this one, you could be getting a message from the Knight of Wands asking you to come with them and experience this joy, this creativity. So for some, it will be a romantic endeavor, but I think it's going to be quick. It's going to be like a match. It's going to be the flame is going to be lit. It's going to be strong and powerful, and then it's going to go out quickly. And it'll raise your heart. It'll raise your emotions. It like the tides. It'll raise it very quickly, and then it'll go out. And so you'll be shifting, just with the cycles of the moon. You know, like on a very, very high with this person, and then all of a sudden you're in a low tide. So I feel like this is not an end-all be-all relationship, but this is a lesson that you need to learn through this person, of that nothing is permanent, nothing, you can't hold on to anything forever, and this person is beautiful and full of light and funny. This is only for a moment. This is only for a moment, and be grateful for that moment. We have the Five of Wands, October. October, you're going to have some arguments with others. And it could be with this Knight of Wands, you know. This relationship, I'm not saying is just like for only 1 month and that's it, but I do feel like it's going to be quicker. It's not going to be as long. As soon as you learn the lesson, it's going to be time for them to go. And so I actually do feel like this is the Knight of Wands is who you're going to be arguing with in October. You know, and this is part of your lesson of, you know, acknowledging, you know, how this is just flowing so beautifully, and then all of a sudden it's dry. There's nothing there, and then it comes back, and you feel that love and passion, and then it goes out, and it's dry again. You know, and if it is not a romantic relationship, then I feel like it's somebody that you have a deep love for. So it could be a friend that you just really love, or it could be a colleague that you both share a very deep passion for what you do. Yeah, and so they're coming in and they're going out. They're coming in and then they're going out. And so this could cause some turmoil in your relationship, and you guys are going to duke it out. And it's going to be really important for you to do, so that you can understand where you are in this relationship. And so same thing for that other person. And once you do, we have the Ten of Chalices, November. Beautiful. And I love this. I love the way that this card is laid out. Two people in the tree with cups just dangling like a chandelier over them. So once you duke it out, like you realize your self-worth. You realize what is going on, and like that you do deserve more. And as soon as you realize that, you know, I feel like this is when the center card comes to completion in a way. Is in November. It's like you finally look up and you recognize that there are, you know, two cups sitting right next to you, and you no longer have to mourn these cups that went down. And as soon as you let that go, and as soon as you let in this lesson that you have learned, you feel really content and happy with everyone you're with, and with your own life. And so you feel finally, for this moment, complete. You feel complete and you're ready in December to rise, my Empress. Rise, Venus rising. Venus is in your ethers all of December, asking you to see that beauty, asking you you are fertile, you are ready. So if this romantic relationship is going on and it's, you've worked things out and you are finally in this happy, content place, make sure if you don't want children, then take precautions, because this is fertile. This is fertility. Empress is beauty. Empress is all things Venusian. Sensuality, but romance, taking your time, eating luscious food, wearing yummy clothing. The Empress is all of that. And that's how you're going to end December, is with the Empress just hugging you and kissing you and creating you. Okay, so let's call on the angels for some guidance for my Pisces 2017. What added messages do you have for my Pisces? Okay, visualize success. That's what popped up. Okay, there it is. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So yeah, this whole year, when you are feeling down, when you are feeling lost, mourning the past, know that you are successful, that you have already been successful, and that you will continue to do as such. And if you don't feel it, manifest it, make it happen. You have that possibility. Make your future today. You are the only one who can do so. Okay, so Pisces, thank you so much. I will be here for you all of 2017 with readings for the month, for the new moon, Mercury retrogrades, and anything else that I feel like we might need just a little added guidance for. And if you would like a reading, you can find me on my website or through email or on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you so much. Much love, joy, and blessings.